Greetings, greetings, greetings. Welcome to Chair Pilates. This is the Friday, June the 12th class. That means that we just have 2 more Fridays, 2 more classes in this semester. So, as always, if you're going to be using a strap, please have that nearby. You can use a long scarf or a tie or anything that would substitute for a strap. If you're going to be using your handheld weights, please have those nearby. If not, two water bottles will do, or maybe some canned goods that will fit comfortably in your hands. Otherwise, just use your own body as resistance when we're doing those muscle strengthening exercises. So there's not much more to say, except if you're in my college class, please remember to send me an email or a comment here under the video in the YouTube box, and let me know that you were here so that the college has an accurate record of the students that are participating in these videos. I appreciate it so much, and as always, all of you who are commenting and all of you who are sending me emails, thank you so much. I appreciate you. All right, the next time you see me, you know where I'll be, right in my chair for Chair Pilates. Okay, I trust that everyone's doing well and that you're nice and safely positioned and balanced in your chairs right now. We know how to come into alignment. We want to have our feet, they're about hip width apart, toes are pointed forward. We press into the seats of our chairs. We want to have our abdominal muscles tight, shoulders are up underneath our ears, and the spine is straight. You decide where you're going to place your hands. Maybe they're resting on your quadriceps, maybe they're here on the side. The important thing is that we're not going to start until we warm up our muscles. We're not going to start to really get into our exercises until we warm up the muscles. So let's start from the bottom, working our way up. If you're ready, I'm just going to ask you to just gently lift those heels off of the floor and then lower them. You're just going to lift and lower. And when you lift the heels, you want to lift so that you feel that you're now on the joints of your toes, past the balls of the feet, and then you lower those heels back to the floor, and then you lift up again. You'll feel the gastrocnemius muscles, and you'll feel these muscles in the lower part of your body begin to activate as you bring your heels up off of the floor, and then you lower them back down, all the way down. Let's lift up again, all the way past the balls of the feet. And you're focusing on breathing well. Get that breath so that you are really filling the lungs from the lower lobes. Abdominal muscles, they're nice and tight. Lifting. Let's do 4 more. And we lower. That's 2. And 1 more. And then you flatten the feet again. Check to make sure that your toes are still pointed forward. Just check for your alignment one more time. This time, just raise your right leg. Again, please don't be concerned about how high you lift it. You'll feel the muscles activate. We were working more on the lower part of the leg. You'll feel the quadriceps and the hamstrings and the glutes. Keep the abdominal muscles straight. If you'll tight, forgive me, those toes should be pointed toward the ceiling. I'm just going to hold a stretch. Just hold that stretch. You'll know that you've activated the muscles. Just hold the stretch. Let's lower that right foot back to the floor, and let's just lift the left. Feel the muscles. And let's lower. Right side again, please. And we lower. Left side. Lift up, check the toe direction, point it toward the ceiling. And the right side. And left side again. Feel those abdominal muscles? They're warming up. One more time on the right. Feel the muscles getting warmer. And one more time on the left. Lift, check the toe position. Toes are pointed toward the ceiling. And you lower. Good. Check your alignment again. I'm going to move up a little bit more. Take a nice inhale and a nice exhale. Another, please. And you exhale. One more. And you exhale. Good. Inhale up this time. This time as you inhale, the arms come up. And then bring the arms to your shoulder level. And then just rotate those arms back, please. Let's stop here. Let's rotate forward. Warming up the arm muscles, feeling those biceps and those triceps. Getting the shoulder joints moving. Stop here, please. Lower your arms back down to your sides. Bring the arms up now forward in front of you. Palms are facing now. And then we're just going to open the arms wide. Lift up your chest. And then you round your shoulders, round your thoracic spine forward. And then inhale. Arms are open wide. Lift up your chest, please. And forward. And back. And forward. Inhale. Opening up the chest. Exhale forward. And let's do one more. Open the arms nice and wide. Lift up that chest, up toward the heavens, up toward the ceiling. And let's round forward. This time as you're rounded forward, allow the palms to now face. Just fold forward a little bit more if you would. Bring your chest as close to the top of your thighs as possible. And just stretch forward. Bring your arms behind you. Lift those arms up behind you. Palms are now facing the ceiling, facing the heavens. Forward, please. Stretch forward. Stretch forward. And back. Lift up. And forward. And back. Lift up. Only raise your arms up as high as you feel comfortable. Forward. Stretch. Flatten your back. And back. Palms are facing the ceiling. And now as you bring your arms back to your sides, just allow your upper body to come back into alignment. Wonderful. Now move around a little bit. Maybe reposition yourself on your chair. Just move a little bit. So we're helping to get not only that blood nice and oxygenated, but we're helping that synovial fluid to begin to circulate better in our joints, getting the body nice and ready for more challenging exercise movements. Okay, all right, so we're going to rotate the spine a little bit. So the way that we're going to do that is we're going to inhale up, bring the palms together down the midline of your body. Once you get to heart center, stop here, check your alignment. Let's rotate to the right, pressing your palms together, pressing the fingertips together, rotating the spine to the right. Back to center. Let's rotate to the left. Back to center. Rotate to the right. Back to center. And rotate to the left. Feel that spine rotate. Back to center. Let's do another to the right. And back to center. One more to the left. Good. Back to center. Wonderful. So we bring those arms up, hands up and overhead. Stretch up, release the palms, arms come back down to your sides. Inhale up, right arm comes up behind the back of your chair. Bring the left arm across your body and just twist your torso a bit to the right. And please look over your right shoulder. Just want to turn your neck a bit. Release the arm from across your body. Please release your arm from behind the chair. Your back centered. Inhale up. Left arm comes up. The left arm comes behind the back of your chair. Bring that right arm across your body. Please look over your left shoulder. Again, you want to turn your neck a bit. So you're looking over that left shoulder, twisting your torso toward the left this time, maintaining your alignment. Release that arm from across your body. Release the arm from behind your chair. You're back here in the center now. And we're going to move up to the shoulders. Inhale up. As you're inhaling, you're shrugging up your shoulders as close to your ears as possible. Please bring the shoulders back as far as possible. And then pull them down towards the floor, towards the earth. Inhale up. Toward the ears, back. Open up that chest, down towards the floor, toward the earth. Up. Inhale. And one more. Inhale up. Pull the shoulders back. Pull them down towards the floor. Now we're going to reverse the rotation direction. So it's an inhale up. This time the shoulders are forward and down towards the earth. Inhale up and forward and down. Two more. Forward and down. One more. And forward. Pull those shoulders down towards the earth, towards the floor. Now let's allow those palms to face the floor. Shrug up and press your palms toward the earth. Just press and then release. Shrug up, press down towards the earth, and then release. Inhale up, shrug the shoulders up, press down towards the earth, and release. One more. Press, and you release. And just move the shoulders around a bit. Feel that synovial fluid circulating better. Good. Shoulders should be feeling better. And now we're just going to tilt our heads. So you're going to tilt your head towards the right. Please don't move your shoulders. So you just tilt your head towards the right so that your right ear is coming close to the right shoulder and the shoulders are stable. Back to center. Tilt to the left, please. The left ear moving towards the left shoulder. Back to center. Right ear towards the right shoulder. Back to center. Left ear toward the left shoulder again. Back to center. One more on the right. Center. One more on the left. Center. Now we're going to stretch the front of the neck. We'll do that by just tilting the head back. Back to neutral. Two more. Back to neutral. One more. And back to neutral. Now we're going to stretch our cervical spine, and that's the back of the neck. Please bring your chin as close to your chest as possible, and you hold the stretch right there. Just bring that chin close to the chest. Bring the head back to neutral. Again, bring your chin close to your chest. Back to neutral. Two more. Back to neutral. One more. Back to neutral. So now you'll move the shoulders a bit. Good. And we just want to maybe shake the hands a bit and get the wrist involved. We want to get all of that synovial fluid in the fingers and the wrist. Get the arms involved. Maybe get your elbows involved as well. Good. So we are nice and warmed up. You should be feeling a little bit warmer than you were when we started. We're going to do a couple more of the spinal rotations. So please get comfortable in your chairs. Get your feet nice and flat. And then once you feel like you're comfortable and you're safe and you're balanced in your chair, then we're just going to lift our knee toward our elbow. So you're lifting the opposite elbow toward the knee, and that's going to twist your torso a bit. So it'll look like this. If you'll lift your left knee towards the right elbow, and then you're going to alternate side to side. Again, because we're still just warming up. You want to be sure that you're not overdoing it. So it's not important that you lift really high. It's not important that your knee touch your elbow. That's not important. What's important is that you're rotating your spine, warming up. 4 more. A right and a left is 1, 2, 3, and 4. Wonderful. We're back centered. Now you felt the lower abdominal muscles as well, so we wanted to make sure we engage them as well. Remember, in chair Pilates, we're really focusing on strengthening our core, and so that's what we're doing. So we're right here, and we are going to continue on the chair. This time we're going to use our straps. So wherever your strap may be, if you'll get that. Mine happens to be here on my chair. All right, so get your strap. And what we're going to do is place our right foot. And if you're not using a strap, again, that's fine. Please lift your leg again, very similar to what we did before. So just lift up. And this time though, you can use the strap. The strap will just help you to raise that right leg a little higher if that's what you're going to be doing today. And it'll just help you. It's just a prop. It's not necessary. And we just want to hold it here, stretch, and then you lower. And you move over to the left foot. Left foot is inside the strap if you're using it, or your tie, or your scarf, or whatever you're using, and you just lift the leg. Nice stretch. And you lower. And we're just alternating. We're going from side to side, back to the right, lift up, and you lower. As you lift, the toes are pointed toward the ceiling, toward the heavens. We're on the left side now. And you lower. We're back on the right. Lift up. And you lower. Back to the left side. Take your time. Check your alignment. And we'll do one more on the right. And then we're going to do one more on the left. You lift up, you check your alignment. Feel those abdominal muscles working. Feel the muscles in your arms if you're using a strap. And if you're not using a strap, I'll show you on the left side. If you're not using a strap or anything, you can use your hand. So you can just place those hands underneath the left leg and just hold the stretch. Wonderful. Left foot comes back down. Nice and warm. We're warmed up. We're ready to go. All right. Get your strap, please. You might want to double it. It's up to you. We're going to bring it here. I'd say about chest level. Extend the arms forward. And then up, overhead. Stretch up. And then just lean to the side, just lean. Doesn't have to be a deep lean, just enough that you feel the outer muscles of your body activate. You come back to center. Let's lean to the left. Back to center. Lean to the right. Center. Back to left. Center and back to right and center. Bring the arms back, chest level, and then back up and forward and up, forward, inhale up and forward, up and forward, up. And last one, forward. Good. Lower. And just give your arms a rest right now. It helps sometimes to just shake around the arms and to get the joints moving as well. Good. So I think we're warm enough to stand. If you're going to remain seated, that's fine. But if you're going to be standing with me, the next time you see me, I'll be standing. Okay, here we are standing now. So let's do some knee lifts. You're just going to lift your knees as high as you feel comfortable. And as you're lifting your knees, notice how you feel your lower abdominal muscles engaged. Lifting and lifting. Good for balance. And again, if I'm moving faster than you feel comfortable, then just slow it down. And if I'm moving too slow and you would desire a little more cardiovascular intensity, then just move a little faster than I'm moving. Totally up to you. Just lift. Take a break when you need to. Good. 1, 2, 3, 4. Good. Tap it out a little bit. We're not done yet. So we're going to be lifting the knees again, but this time we're going to be bringing the opposite elbow toward the knee, and it'll look like this. And remember, you decide how high you're going to lift and how fast you're going to move. Twist your torso, strengthen that core, work on your balance. 4 more, 2 more, and this is it. Good. Just tap it out a bit. Good. Wonderful, wonderful. Keep tapping, please. Let's turn towards the back of your chair. Keep tapping those feet, just lifting right and left. Good. Now, please hold on to the back of your chair now. Lift up on your toes. Press back. So we're just lifting up on the toes and pressing back gently. Not too much at this time. Feel those calf muscles, your gastrocnemius muscles. Inhaling up, pressing back. Four more. 1, 2, 3, 4. Lower those heels to the floor now. And now we're just going to lift the heels again. And the knees are moving forward. Pressing forward. Knees are moving forward. Press back those glutes. Lift all the way to the joints of the toes, past the balls of the feet. Pressing back. Four more. 1, 2, 3, and the last one. Okay, so now the feet are back. They're flat on the floor. We're going to walk back. Walk back as far back as you feel comfortable. So what you're trying to get is a tabletop for your back. We call it a tabletop back, meaning that your back is as flat as you can get it. Press back. Check your alignment. Chest is towards the floor. Just stretch and hold that. This is good for your back. It's a nice stretch for the back. So as your back is flat and your chest is towards the floor, feel a nice stretch. You really feel it in the back of your thighs, your hamstring muscles. Hold it here. Stretch. And then begin to walk forward. Slowly, right, left. Back to an upright position. Good. Turn back, if you would, away from the chair so that your Side is behind the chair. Check your alignment. You want your feet about shoulder width apart. Toes are pointed forward. We're going to step forward, point the toes forward, point the toes behind you, come back to center, point the toes to the side, please, and then back to center. So forward, back, center, to the side, and back to center. Forward, back, center, to the side, back to the center, forward, back, center, to the side, back to the side. One more. Forward, back, press back, center, to your side, and back to center. Wonderful. So what we'll do now is we'll do the opposite side. Forward, point forward, back, center, and to the side. So you're extending your toes forward as far as possible, back as far as possible. You come to center and then to your side as far as possible, back to center. Forward, back, center, side, center. Forward, back, center, side, center. One more. Forward, back, center, side, and center. Move those legs around a little bit if you would. And we're going to do some more hip openers. And we're going to check our alignment, check your balance, and then just lift. Lift to the side. You decide how high. You decide how many. And one more. You decide also how fast or slow you're going to move. I'm going to step away from my chair just a bit, just to make sure I have enough clearance. Ready? Side. And last one. Great job, great job, great job, great job. Feel it here in the hips. Just move around a bit, get that synovial fluid circulating, it'll make it feel a lot better. All right, back towards the back of your chair. You ready? Just step back. So the right toes are in the floor behind you. Lift those glutes just a little bit. Left knee slightly bent. You decide. Now remember, it's not necessary that you lift your leg, but if you'd like to, just lift up that leg. Toes are now pointed toward the floor. Good for balance. Nice stretch. And we lower. Now if you'd like, you can be farther away from the chair so that you're getting more of a stretch in your arms as well. So your left toes would come behind you. We're on the left side. Right knee is still bent. And then this time when you lift, you just lift up. And you lower on the left side. Walk back up toward the chair if you stepped away from it. Again, you're moving, helping to keep everything flowing and circulating well. Good. So we're going to do some squats as well. Now, remember, if you prefer, you can do your squats using your chair. And that would just mean that the chair is right underneath you. And when you're squatting, you're coming almost to the seat of your chair, and then you're going to squeeze those glutes back up. I'm going to just step over here. And my feet are shoulder width apart approximately. I'm in alignment before I start. Remember, you press back, your weight is in your heels, and then you bend your knees as deep as you feel comfortable, and when you come up, you squeeze the glutes up. I'm going to be using my arms, so it'll look like this, and then we squeeze up. Forward. So you're pressing back. Weight is in your heels. Keep going. And one more for 14. Good. Move around a bit. And again, if you do 1, 2, however many you do is good. You may decide to sit it out for today's class. Maybe your knees are just giving you a little bit of a challenge today. It's up to you. I'm just tapping it out as I do. Okay. Ready? Back towards the chair. We're going to lift those knees up and back. So we'll start with the right knee. You bring that knee as close to your chest as you feel comfortable. Take a break whenever you need to. One more. Good. So that was the right side. Ready for your left side? Okay, let's go. Lift that left knee. Extend the leg back behind you. You decide how high and how fast you're going to be moving. And one more. Good. Wonderful. Good. All right, so we're going to do something a little bit different today. Modified jumping jacks. So all you're going to do is up, step to the side, bring those arms up, take a break whenever you need to. Knees are slightly bent. Arms come up overhead. Let's do 4 more. A right and a left is 1, 2, 3, and last one. Good. March it out a bit. Tap it out. I hope you have water nearby. If you need water, please get some water. Okay. All right. So we're beside our chairs again. This time we're going to place that right foot, the inside of the ankle is up against the right sole of your foot. You decide if you're going to lift that arm. You also decide how high you're going to raise that foot. And then once you decide that, arm comes up, either the opposite arm or the same side. Just stretch up, stretch. And lower. Bring that foot back down. Get ready, same thing on the left. So the left sole of the foot is pressing against the right ankle, or you raise it up a little higher. You decide how high. You decide if you're going to raise up the arm, either the same side or the opposite. Stretch up. And you lower that right arm. Lower your left foot back to the floor. Good. Wonderful. Wonderful for balance. Good. All right. So we're going to get back in the chair and we're just going to continue on doing what we do. So the next time you see me, I'll be back in the chair. Okay, we're back in our chairs now and we're just going to keep moving. Let's do some more hip openers. Get yourself nice and positioned safely and balanced in your chair. Please lift up that right ankle, bring it behind your left knee. Now again, if this is too challenging for you, just cross your right ankle over the left. Take the palms of your hands and just pull the knees apart. However, if you're able to do this movement, you'll just use the right palm and you'll press the inside of the right knee. And if you want more intensity, you'll just lean forward a bit. You'll feel the glutes engage as you move forward. You'll feel your abdominal muscles. And of course, this is a great hip opener. So we hold it here. Great relief if you've been sitting for a long period of time. Now let's release the right side. Let's move to the left. Same thing. If this is too much of a challenge for you, just cross your left ankle over the right. Otherwise, your left knee is lifted. It's behind the right knee. Your left ankle is lifted. I should say it's behind the right knee. And you press and you lean forward if you'd like more intensity. And we come back to an upright position. Lower that left foot back to the floor. Move around a little bit. Help that synovial fluid in the hip area to flow. Check your alignment once again. And this time we're going to allow our toes to face the right on the right foot and the left on the left side. So your toes are pointed to the right on the right foot and pointed to the left on the left foot. So it's almost as though you've created a V shape. Check your alignment and lift the heels. So you're lifting the heels of both feet at the same time. And you're coming all the way up here onto the joints of the toes. And we're lifting and lowering. You always have the option of moving faster or slowing down the movement. Keep the abdominal muscles engaged. They're nice and tight. And we're lifting. Keep going if possible. So we'll do 4 more. 1, 3, and 4. Feet are now flat. Let's bring the toes back so that they are now facing forward again. And we lift again. If you'd like to bring your arms here, or even here on the side of your chair, or back resting here as they were, it's up to you. And you lift. 4 more. And the last one, let's lower those feet. Now let's lift the toes on the right foot so that they're pointed toward the ceiling. And we lift the toes on the left foot so that they're pointed toward the ceiling. Bring the foot back, right side, back. Keep going, please. So it's right and left. Right. As you extend your legs forward, you'll feel the abdominal muscles. So try to extend the leg forward as much as possible. As you extend your leg forward, you're pressing your heel into the floor. Toes are pointed toward the ceiling, and you feel the abdominal muscles as well as your leg muscles. Muscles all over the body are working, and we keep going. Check your alignment. So it's heel, toes. Please keep going. 4 more. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Ready? And lift and lower. Lift right side and lower. Still working those abdominal muscles. Remember, we're strengthening our core. Lift and lower. Lift. Place your hands wherever you feel comfortable. Here is fine. Here is fine. Here is fine. Lift. You can even have them forward in front of you. So up. Lift. 4 more. 2, 3, and final 1. How do your abdominal muscles feel? They're getting stronger. You're getting stronger. Check your alignment before we move on. Okay, so if you're ready to move on with your weights, if you get them, you don't need them. If you prefer to use your own body as resistance, that's all right as well. If you prefer to use water bottles, use those, or canned goods. So we're going to get our weights. Okay, come into alignment. We're going to work on the biceps. Notice your hand placement, and let's do some bicep curls. Now remember, we want to have a nice controlled movement. So we don't want to move too fast. Four more. Two more. And final one for biceps. Please rest your arms a bit. Might want to move around in the shoulders, reposition yourself in your chair. We're going to do our tricep exercises. Remember, the triceps are the back of the upper arms. So your elbows are going to be a little close to your body. Make sure that you have enough clearance so that as you're extending your arms back, you have enough space. Ready? So it's back, and we keep going. So we have 4 more. 1, 2, 3. Last one. Wonderful. Rest your arms a bit. Move the shoulders. Okay. So if you'll bring your arms here so that your weights or your water bottles or your hands are about shoulder level, we're just going to raise up toward the ceiling. Just lift up, and then you're going to bring those weights back down. So just extend up toward the heavens, toward the ceiling. And one more. Bring it down, please. Rest your arms. Good. Wonderful. Now, if possible, if this is comfortable for you, let's raise those arms up and then just fold. Bend the elbows behind you and then back up. Keep going, just 2 more. 1 and 2. Okay, arms come back down. Let's just rest them. All right, move them around a bit, and you can just place your weight somewhere out of your way so that we can keep moving here with our chair Pilates. Okay, so again, these movements are they're just meant to be very gentle. You may not have been using the muscles that we're using that much, so they're very gentle. Just introducing your muscles to the strength training that we're doing. So please don't overdo it. You don't have to do as many as I'm doing. You may notice I'm using the 5-pound weights. You just start where you start, please, and do what feels best for your body. I want you to be safe. I want you to be safe. And so take your time, always take a break. And if there's something that we're doing that you're just not comfortable doing on a particular day, then please don't do it on that day. Okay, so get back comfortable in your chairs. All right, arms come up, 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 and forward, stretch forward. Stretch, palms are facing now. Then turn the palms down, please. And then turn them back up and over and up. Please keep going with me. And palms are facing the ceiling. And then they're facing down and up again and down and up and down. Now the palms will face. Get comfortable in your chair, comfortable enough to raise your legs. Good. So if you don't feel like you're nice and balanced, then just reposition yourself. Stretch those arms forward. Stretch those legs forward. Rotate the ankles and the wrist at the same time. A nice outward rotation. And let's stop here. Inward rotation. And stop here. We're going to flex and point and flex and point and point. And we'll keep going. Flexing and pointing. I hope you can't hear the outside noise. If so, please excuse it. 4 more. And last one. Lower your feet, please. Lower your arms, slide back up. Come back into alignment. How does that feel? All right, so we're going to work on the lymphatic system. Maybe slide forward on your chair. Now, again, you decide if you're just going to keep your feet just the way they are, hip width apart. If you'd like to engage the lower body with this, you're going to lift up the right leg and you're going to wrap your ankles. The left foot remains on the floor, left ankles are pointed forward. And then you do the same thing with the arms. Inhale up, bend at the elbows, bring the elbows to about chest level. Arms come together. As they begin to meet, lift up the right elbow. Place it inside the left arm. Wrap the wrist. Interlace your fingers. And we hold it here. Just breathe into it. So let's release the fingers, release your wrist, release your arms, shake them please, release your ankles, and lift that right leg from over the left. Good, so now you're back centered. We're going to do the same thing on the left. Left leg comes up over the right leg. Just go ahead and twist those ankles together. Now the right toes are pointed forward. And then you do the same thing on the left side. So the arms will come up, bend the elbows, bring them about chest level. Arms move together. As they begin to meet, lift up the left arm, place it inside the right, wrap your wrist, interlace your fingers, and we hold it here. Okay, release your fingers, your wrists, your arms, and release your legs. Good. Good for the lymphatic system. Good, just move around, get everything moving, tap your feet a little bit. That's good for circulation, so good for circulation. Good, get the shoulders in, release some of that. If there's any blocked energy or tightness, get that released as well. Okay, so we're going to keep on moving. I'm sure that you are feeling better than you were when we started. So this is always, always, always going to be something that we should make sure we put on our to-do list on a daily basis, making sure that we move and that we stretch. I hope you're doing that, that you're drinking enough water, and all those things that we need to do to stay holistically healthy. And to be holistically healthy is to be healthy in our spirits, our souls, and our bodies. So I'm sending those thoughts to you, and hoping that you're able to get through what we're going through in a very positive way. All right, so we're back centered. Okay, get those shoulders, please, underneath your ear tips. All right, press into the seats of your chairs. Flatten your feet. All right, toes are pointed forward. And so since we know that there's so much tension that's held in the lower back, let's do some rotations to help to relieve any type of low back tension you may have. You ready? We're going to start centered, and then you're just going to bring your chest close to your quadriceps. Allow your shoulders to come forward, and then you're just going to rotate. And we're rotating towards the right. And then we'll reverse the rotation. And we'll stop here at center. And now we'll reverse that rotation. And one more. And we're back centered. Good. I hope your lower back feels a lot better. Sometimes, as I said, there's some trapped energy there. It just needs to be released. And on that note, let's bring that right knee into the chest. Try to get it as close to your chest as possible. Hold the stretch here. And lower the right foot back to the floor. Bring that left knee as close to your chest as possible. And let's do the same thing on the right again. And the same thing on the left again. And last time on the right. And last time on the left. And you lower back to the floor. How are you feeling? We're nearing the end of the class for today. So I'm hoping that you're feeling really good. We're going to now go back up to the upper body and do a few more movements there, and then I think we're going to be able to call it a class. Remember, there are two weeks left. Today's class is the June the 12th class. So there's a class on June 19th, and the June 26th class is the final class for the spring semester. So again, please let me know that you were here. Send me an email or leave me a comment here at YouTube. Looking forward to hearing from you as always. So we're going to move, as I said, up to the upper part of the body again. So inhale up with me, please. Bring the arms back. Let's rotate back. You decide how large the movements are going to be and how fast you're going to move. And stop and forward. And that's the final one. Arms come back down to your sides.